Hello guys, Thrasher here, and you may be wondering, that sounds like a female's name. It is indeed. I share this account with my girlfriend, so this is the account here, currently on server 2291. It is no more than a week old, I believe. Oh, just over a week old. I joined this on day 2. I've made multiple guides. I have played on server 805, 1031, 2090, and now this server. I am a low spender to free to play player, and I wanted to do a quick guide today on spending. This guide will not be for whales or big spenders, just small ones, as that's all I can really give info on. They have changed the layout from what I last seen on the Hot Deals and Mall. I've not seen that before. Spenders may have, but hey ho. So first off, I'll start with the Mall. The hot sale packs I don't necessarily buy, or I don't necessarily recommend. I have bought the Skyscraper at the start. I've spent around 80 Great British pounds on this account, or shall I say my missus has. We got 2 of these just to push faster, but except from that, I don't fully recommend pushing these, although it's controversial because I would say pushing heroes is the best. As for like pushing for materials I feel like will come eventually. So getting your heroes up to 5 stars, getting the gears, things along those lines, drone parts, drone components, anything to do with your drone, to be honest. Things like along those lines that may take quite a while are more worth investing in rather than materials, because you can get materials from so many different ways. So I'll just go through these one by one. So hot sale, just said there. If you're a low to mid spender, I mean, it's up to you, up to yourself. You can. Your weekly deals, now these I have never touched on. I don't really want to give my full opinion on it because like I said, I've never bought one. So I can't give my full 100% honest answer, but judging from them, they're not terrible. This is something I feel like a more medium/big spender would use their money on, judging on the price, but then also because of the materials and rewards you're getting for it. So you're getting so many speed ups, gold, decorations, drone parts, drone components. Like that is a major one for £37. That's the big one there. UR shards is the gold mine there, I would say. But definitely that drone parts is looking good. The ores isn't too bad. That materials, personally, I wouldn't say is worth it. And I'll touch on that later of why. The Valor, I mean, once again, it's something a whale should spend on. Your monthly pass, I do recommend this, and this is because you'll get a 4 squad, which helps you with your Mondays on VS for gathering, as well as your Winter Storm for having more fun. Basically, just more, you have that extra squad to get that more materials, to put out that further attack if you're strong enough. But it's also the daily pickup. That is the major thing. You get a VIP for 30 days, which is great. You get gathering speed, cool, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But it's the daily pickup. That's stamina especially. It is brilliant. The speed ups, just all around worth it. 30 days worth for that is perfect. Now, this is what I was saying would be better, the weekly pass. Getting this would be 100% better, I feel like, than getting the base upgrade, because you're spending this around the same amount, or you are spending the same amount for a bigger outcome. You just have to wait a week for it. So you're getting 21 XP, 21 metal, 21 iron, 21 coins, as well as a lot of diamonds. Like, yes, you have to wait a week, but this is a more bang for your buck, 110%. As you can see, I've gotten it. I don't know if I can actually show what I've gotten. No, I deleted it because I always do that. So I have gotten the Skyscraper pack twice, which came to around £10, I believe. Just over that, maybe. I've gotten the Super Monthly Pass. There's another, say, £20 there. Here's another £15. These are what I have pushed into or invested into, as well as the Dawn Fund. Now, this I feel like is great for, because you're just getting a lot of diamonds, as well as resources and UR shards. Pardon me. I have an illness right now, so this is why I may sound very different. But yeah, so you'll get, I don't even know the math on this, but you just get so much for your value. I can't remember precisely how much it was. I want to say £15, maybe, give or take. But definitely worth it, definitely. Diamonds, there's no point ever buying them. I've seen a lot of top-end whales buying them. Fair enough, they've got the money to. But for even mid to low spenders, not worth it. Gold bricks, this I did buy, as you can see, because you're getting the same amount that you're spending given to you as in-game currency, but you're also getting the 40 extra drone parts. So that's great, first off. I would also personally push into that. Let's not buy that. But that is something I would also go for, the 5,000 bricks. Because that is, I believe, you're getting an extra 1,000 bricks for putting £40 into it, which a low spender and mid spender can both do that. Now, hot deals. This is something I should have looked more into when I was spending, because I've not spent on it yet, and I should have. Was Murphy's Gift, 110% would have gotten that. The Warriors Battle Pass, a 100% would have gotten that. Once again, you're just getting a lot for your value. You're getting diamonds, speed ups, resources, Murphy shards. You just get so much for what you pay for. But the main thing is obviously making sure you're doing your daily and target tasks. But I so should have gotten that. Now, for this Warriors Battle Pass, I personally never got, because I'm not going to build into air at all. If you're going to build into air, if you're a low or mid spender, fair enough, get it. But if you're a low spender, I would not invest into this at all, because yes, you're getting Carly, but I feel like there's just so much other things as a low spender you could spend on. If you're a mid or big spender, but you're still going for tank or maybe even missile, fair enough, you've got the money to spend. But personally, for a low spender like myself, I am not going for that. This you just get for spending. Same with that, you get for just spending and getting the UR shards for. Same here again. Lucky spin, like I've said, I'm not going to be spending into air, so I'm not even going to bother getting her. You could spend the diamonds, like here, 5,000 diamonds to get to at least unlock her, and eventually she'll unlock in the hero probabilities, if she isn't already, in 52 days. So that's when you'll get them as well. So you could unlock it and start dumping your UR shards into them, into DVA, and Carly if you're going to focus there. But as a low spender, I highly would say stick with tank. Now this is something I'm going to quickly go over for, is if you're a low and possibly even mid spender, or free to play, I would advise sticking with tank. I have been a mid spender before, spending around 200 a month, focusing on air, and it just wasn't working. I should have just invested more into tank. It would have been stronger. So 100% as a free to play or low spender, definitely stick with tank as your main squad and keep investing into them. Now, if you're a mid spender, I definitely would say go for air. Don't necessarily focus on them now, except from DV and Carly, of course. These other ones, as you can see, even for tank, I'm not really spending on. I'm just upgrading the ones that I am using currently, which personally I wouldn't even want to put any into Violet or Monica, but I do have to wait quite a long time for William and the other tank heroes to unlock. Finally, Missile, no point even touching it, as in investing into with money, unless you're going to be a big spender / whale. Because if you're a low spender and you're going to invest into Missile, or even a middle spender, by the time you have unlocked all the UR heroes for that squad, the people who have been investing into tank and AR will be way above you and still decimate you. Unless, like I said, you're a whale and you've been able to dump a few 100+ into each hero to get it maxed, etc. So that would be my quick and easy guide, I hope. I don't see anything else money-wise that you could spend into. Let me just do one more check here. No, there is not. I mean, there is obviously the building queues and the tech. Building, I got the second one because it was only I think it's only £2 or just under £2. It's nothing really. You're getting basically 2 times building speed for that. I wouldn't really say invest into the third one, purely because if you're a low / mid spender, by the time you're reaching level 27 and higher, you may not have the resources to keep up to have all these 3 active consistently. So this is why I've went for 2, because you should have enough resources where you're free to play, big spender, low spender, whatever. You should always have enough resources to keep these 2 consistently working, because eventually that third builder will become utterly useless. Same with second tech. You can get it, I'm not against it, but I've stuck with the one purely because, once again, resources. I'm not going to be a big spender or medium spender, so I may not have them constant resources in my inventory to keep both techs active, especially with how things get eventually expensive to do with gold, especially people that have played this before and understand how tech and further down the line goes. Resources become a huge cut in what you can do. So yes, this is why I've only gotten one, and I'm sticking to the one because eventually it will work out better in my favour. But for now, this is all I have. That was a quick guide done by me, Thrasher, and I hope I'll be seeing you again.